Wake your monkey ass up. Hey, man. I told y'all about this one. I told y'all this motherfucker was coming up. It's on. All right. Now, we should have knew that there had to be a clause in the contract because for some weird reason, white people love Martin Luther King, but they don't never talk about Malcolm X. That should have gave us a fucking red flag right there. Like, wait a minute. When the fuck y'all start bragging about niggas? And why the fuck do y'all like this nigga so motherfucking much? Oh, he's one of your niggas. That's why. We about to find out some real shit. But first, shout out to Malcolm X. First, shout out to Malcolm X for his real motherfucking shit. I want to show y'all something real fast. I'm going to show y'all something real quick. We're going to look at the movie Panther. We're going to look at a scene for about 4 minutes, and then we're going to get into this real. And we're going to be listening to somebody who's an OG, too. Like, he was around that time. He might have been young, but we're going to feel what he's saying. Trust me. All right, hold on.
The ghetto was never heaven. We had our crooks and drunks and the establishment exploiting us. As long as we suffered in silence, the authorities left us alone. We shall not be. But that silent suffering shit was about to change.
Hey, man, I thought you said all the Panthers were going to be here.
What you see is what you get. That's Bobby Seale.
And that's you. Well, shit, ain't too many you motherfuckers out there.
Hey, man, it only takes a single grain of sand to move the world.
We shall not be.
What the Sam hell is this?
Vigil for some picking and he got hit here.
Start taking damn badge numbers, y'all.
Vigil, my ass.
Now, listen up. You've got 30 seconds to disperse and return to your home. Failure to do so result in your immediate arrest.
This nigga right here.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Just
don't that seem funny? Because that's Dick Gregory. Don't that seem funny? He out there, he's supposedly the first one. We shall not be moved.
We shall not be moved.
I'm using him as an example because I'm about to show you right now. Now he's saying that shit. We shall not be moved and all that different stuff. Hold on. I want y'all to remember something. Remember who he called out.
I just told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders, this included Lena Horne. This included his baseball players. Show a community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer, or a trumpet player is a...
I'm putting that together on purpose is because y'all need it. A lot of y'all for the longest was bigging up Dick Gregory, and I understand why. He's an older person. He's an elder. To be honest, I know for a fact Dick Gregory didn't march, period. He felt that he was revolutionary being on stage telling jokes. But what did Malcolm tell us?
I just told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders, this included Lena Horne, this included Dick Gregory, and this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are publicity and are over the black community by the white community and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to hear.
Exactly. Just like all that victimhood, all that fucking whining, all that we shall not, nigga, that's all Martin Luther King bullshit. Nobody was doing that. Real blacks was making buildings. This is why the NOI was completely against what fucking Martin was doing, because he was whining. You was begging to be in places where nobody fucking wanted you. You gonna get hit in the head begging these white people to sit next to them to eat food where they don't fucking want you. They're not even welcoming you in. Tailor shops, butcher shops, Black Wall Street, Colfax, Rosewood. This is completely opposite of what Martin Luther King was doing. Martin Luther King was turning black people into suckers. That's why he had a bunch of kids out there getting bit by police dogs, hit by police fucking sticks, fire hose on them, all them. Those were all children. This sick bastard got our fucking kids out there. Martin Luther King wasn't a leader. He was a twisted leader. But he wasn't for the betterment of us. Now, why did I bring up Malcolm X and Dick Gregory? Because Dick Gregory in 95 gets on the movie Panther and acts like he was really marching out there. Nigga, you never marched at all. You marched your ass on a comedian stage in front of blacks and whites and told your little fucking jokes. You didn't do none of that shit. So now later on as an old man, now you out here yelling and screaming and trying to teach us something. It's like, wait a minute, nigga, you was a poser anyway. Malcolm Ben put us on a game about you. Don't matter that you got old. And look, God bless Dick Gregory. I'm not saying nothing foul about him. I'm not saying he never said anything real. I'm saying he ain't no different than fucking Jay-Z. Y'all bragging about this dude for having money and being a hustler, but he killed you and sold dope to you the whole time. He never said anything about white people. Okay, that's the same thing with Dick Gregory. Dog, you talking all this shit about white people, nigga. You never swung a fist. You never denied a fucking show. We don't even hear about you doing what they called him, a lock-in, where they used to handcuff themselves to like the school rail. Yeah, you don't even hear about you doing that. But we keep giving you this energy. Okay, that's why I'm bringing that up, because that's the same thing we did with Martin Luther King, dog. We gave this nigga way too much energy. He was a super duper dirtbag. Like, Martin Luther King is Diddy of the civil rights movement. Like, on everything, he's Diddy. That nigga is Diddy of the civil rights movement. We about to listen to a brother for like 13 minutes. I'll be cutting and pasting as we go, but brother Vincent Everett Ellison, man, this dude and shooting for the motherfucking head. I don't clean it up. Y'all need to hear cuss words. Y'all do, because as long as black people are selling drugs and talking shit and want to shoot people, I'm gonna keep cussing you motherfuckers out. Because you know why the fuck I gotta be all clean with you bitch ass niggas? I'm not.
He can do nothing wrong. But here's the deal, y'all. And I know y'all ain't gonna like this, but it's the truth. From what I've read, like I say again, I was 4 when Martin Luther King Jr. died in 1968. So I never met the man, never talked to him, never had any dealings with him. Everything that I know It's come from books written by other people and from FBI
Now,
reports.
he was 4 years old when Martin Luther King passed. Most of us didn't exist when Martin Luther King passed. So he's a little closer to the times. You know, how people reacted, how people, you know, talked about the man, felt about the man, and stuff like that. Listen to where he takes us, bro. Sisters, people, he is about to take us to where you never thought you would fucking go. But it's beautiful because it makes sense. Everything he says makes sense. All the way to the COINTELPRO with J. Edgar Hoover, why this nigga had this information and didn't get released until he died. Watch when he tells you how this shit got out. And then look at these weird motherfuckers in the streets protesting against ICE, dyeing their hair. Like, nigga, watch. This shit's crazy.
And according to what they say, Martin Luther King Jr. was doing the Diddy freak-offs before Diddy was even born. It looked like the Diddy freak-off. I mean, orgies, 12, 20 people, beating up women, drinking, smoking, fighting. It's like the Diddy freak-off of the 1960s, right? And so you're asking, why are y'all celebrating King when everybody know about his freaky behavior on one hand, but you're putting Diddy in jail on the other? I'm talking about the hypocrisy here, y'all. All this information, y'all, I get from 6 sources. Walls Come Tumbling Down by Ralph Abernathy. The other one is Bearing the Cross by David Garrow, and also a piece he did in Standpoint magazine. The other one is Parting the Waters by Taylor Branch. Taylor Branch is a Democrat. He is Bill Clinton's roommate at Yale. Jackie Kennedy's memoirs. King by Jonathan E. It came out last year. And then the FBI reports.
Reading that book, King, that came out last year, that's how I found out that Alex Haley ain't shit neither. For one, he didn't tell us that Malcolm X voted for Goldwater in the autobiography, but then the nigga did something else that really don't make no sense. But I'm gonna let him keep talking first, then I'll get into that.
Y'all, this is a terrible situation. But we have to know it so we can understand why the black community is still in such bad shape after this man. Let me tell you how bad King was. All right. One of these no good preachers that he used to hang out with, he used to run the streets with and have orgies with, was C.L. Franklin. C.L. Franklin was Aretha Franklin's father. He lived in Detroit.
All right. I might as well let y'all in. Because I knew this information before I even watched this. He's not going to touch on it, but I'm going to share something with you. Aretha Franklin was molested by her own dad. I think she even got pregnated by him. So you're a preaching weird-ass nigga who molested your own daughter. Okay. Keep that in mind. Finish telling the story, my brother. What about him and Martin Luther King?
C.L. Franklin was no good sucker, man. He got a girl pregnant in his congregation when he was 12 years, when the girl was 12 years old. C.L. Franklin was a grown man in his 30s or 40s.
So not only did you rape your daughter and got her pregnant, but you also got someone pregnant in the congregation. Or he's trying to keep it clean, and that's who he's talking about. One or the other. But you can ask anybody about the molestation of Aretha Franklin from her father. You can ask anybody that. Everybody know that story. So either he had 2 victims. Well, let's keep going. Keep going.
12-year-old pregnant. That shows you what type of man C.L. Franklin was. That's the type of guys that King hung out with. Well, C.L. Franklin had a girlfriend that sang with the her name was Clara Ward. She sung with the Clara Ward singers. And the Clara Ward singers were good. They were on Ed Sullivan and all that. They could really sing. Well, they said that CL and Clara Ward were an item. CL used to whoop her and slap her around and do all that. I mean, they fighting all the time. According to the people on the street.
So keep in mind, Martin Luther King is a repeated cheater on Coretta. Okay. The nigga he kicks it with, the preacher he kicks it with, be whooping bitches' ass. So You molesting kids, molesting your own damn kid, you beating up women. Martin Luther King cheating on his wife. What else did he do? What does he do also?
But guess what King was doing with Sarah Ward? Come to find out that Sarah Ward, I don't know if she's bisexual or she was just straight up lesbian. I mean, I guess since she's messing with C.L. Franklin, she had to be bisexual. But King would take his best friend's girlfriend, Clara Ward, and King wouldn't take her to have sex with her. He would take Clara Ward with him, and Clara Ward and him would get prostitutes, and then they would run on prostitutes. How do we know this? Well, in Standpoint magazine, David Garrow had read these FBI reports about King, and it talked about this this rendezvous that King and Clara Ward had with this prostitute by the name of Gail.
Right. Gail's a Becky. Gail is a white woman. And she was talking about it was the worst fucking experience of her life. She's like, it was the worst fucking tricks I've ever dealt with. I would never obviously they was just some weirdo shit. But for anybody who thinks it's far-fetched, you know, y'all love doing that. Y'all love, remember the Epstein Pizzagate thing was far-fetched. Now it's all in your face. A lot of different things. The COVID's not natural. They created it in the fucking lab. You see how a lot of shit be punching you on the face? Because you don't believe it. I don't believe it. Yeah, well, guess what? I don't believe in aliens or spaceships or all this other weird shit the white boy talking about. I don't believe none of that bullshit. But what I'm saying is, they can show you like these are stage performers, the world's a stage of actors. So it's like they can put it in a sense to where you'll believe everything because you're getting it through public school program. You're getting it through media program television. That's where you're getting it from. In order to get this information, you either have to, inquire it from primary source, first account people were there, or you have to do something that a lot of people don't do anymore, which is research and read. You're going to have to read. You're going to have to read, witness accounts. You're going to have to read books from people of that time that wrote about these people. It's like you're going to have to read, something that a lot of people don't like to do. So, same thing with the Epstein list, how everybody kept talking about Trump's name 1,000 times, but it's like all his shit ain't credible. It's really not. But there's a lot of other motherfuckers that's super credible in here. I'm talking about business people, lawyers and shit, entertainers, people in the Senate. Bro, there's so much dirt in there. But why? Because it's Pizzagate. It's stuff we've already told you. How the hell can John Podesta be a part of the government kicking it with Hillary Clinton and shit, and the government not involved? It's like, duh, yeah. Got this guppy taking pictures with Trump, Fidel Castro, what the fuck, Chris Tucker, Michael Jackson. It's like he's a spy, ain't he? He's supposed to be getting all these colorful ass pictures so y'all can blame your own fucking people. But it's like you don't even understand it. He was using most of them. Not everybody wasn't involved in no sex shit. That's a fact. Everybody did not know Epstein because they were touching kids. That's a motherfucking lie. A lot of times Epstein put himself around people to make it seem like they were dirty. He's a spy. This is his fucking job, to incriminate people and get information. This is his job. So he's the one that's in the interview being asked, do you feel like you're the devil? You know what I'm saying? They never asked that to Trump. They never asked him no crazy shit like that. But remember, I'm saying that because I'm saying niggas is dirty in high places. You want to look at these people like they're all innocent. Nah, they be filthy as fuck. Let's get to the Reverend's little showgirl that he had, Martin Luther King, taking her to go meet Gail. Let's listen to this.
Now, if y'all want to read this report, it's Standpoint magazine. Just put in MLK Standpoint magazine. You'll see the whole thing. It shows up.
MLK Standpoint magazine. If you want to read the story, the full totality of it, you can go get it. He's gonna give you a breakdown of a little bit that you need. Because remember, I'm running this so I can get into the goods, but you need this. Like, you need this on this dude. This dude is Martin Luther King was straight dog shit. Like real talk. He was not the dude that y'all think he is. A picture says 1,000 words. Y'all making up all the words in the picture. I'm telling you, this nigga was an actor. He came out with all that science talking about preaching and stuff. You never heard him sing a psalm at all. Everything you know about Martin Luther King and him running his mouth, you ain't never heard him say anything out the Bible like that, really. Not really. He ain't never broke down no verse. We don't even got no, like, preaching from him. We don't even have no burials from him. Like, you ain't burying nobody. You ain't married nobody. You ain't fucking doing no sermons that we know. Like, there's nothing recorded of you doing the sermon, my nigga. No, you're just always running your mouth. Interesting.
I'm telling you, it's graphic. It's just graphic. So Gail is a prostitute, white prostitute. And, you know, prostitutes been seeing some things. The story says that Gail goes down and that Clara Ward goes down and finds Gail, tells her to come up to the hotel room with her. Martin Luther King Jr. comes down and meets Gail, calls one of his preacher friends and say, hey, man, I got this beautiful white girl. Come on, let's have some fun. So Martin Luther King Jr., Gail, and this other preacher, Martin Luther King Jr., Clara Ward, and the other preacher, and Gail meet up in this hotel room. Gail tells the FBI it's the worst orgy she had ever been involved in her life. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to tell you everything that they did. If you
now, nigga, look. I'll tell you, he already told you where you can find it. Look. He like, I'm not even gonna get into details about this shit. So I think some nasty shit going on. Okay, now think about Epstein. Okay, now think about the Franklin cover-up again. Now go back to the story from Paul Bonanaki under the Bohemian Grove and how twisted it sounded. We ain't even going there with this. I'm just talking about freak shit. Like freak nasty shit that they was doing. Because I read the article. Y'all gonna have to read it on your own. Freak nasty shit. Okay. The Johnny Gorsuch situation, freak nasty shit. Okay, the Epstein Pizzagate thing, freak nasty shit. What do all these have in common? Political, higher up situations. These people are always around like bigwigs. You know how many times Martin Luther King went to the fucking White House? He went there a gang of times.
Want to read it, get Standpoint Magazine and read it for yourself. But it is graphic and it is horrible. When it was over with, Martin Luther King told her, I might need to call you again and get you alone because so that Clara Ward won't, so I don't have to share you with Clara. According to Gail, they called her back, wanted her to come back and do some dirty with them again. And an amazing thing happened. Gail said no. A prostitute said no to a trick. That's how bad these jokers were.
He said, the white bitch said, hell no. Hell no. I sell pussy, not piss. She done with that JoJo dance. But not on some real shit, though. He did make a good point. He like, when the prostitute says no, man, this must be some foul shit going on in the room, G. It was.
Ralph Abernathy said that in his book, In the Wall Came Something Down, he said the night of the mountaintop speech in Memphis, the night before King got killed, he said that the official story was after the speech, they went to Reverend Benjamin Hooks' house. Ben Hooks was a black minister in Memphis, Tennessee, and he was affiliated with the NAACP for a long time. And the official story was they had gone to Ben Hooks' house. But Ralph Abernathy said that was a lie. They went to this woman's house and King slept with this woman at her house while Ralph Abernathy slept on the couch. Then when King got up, they went to Lorraine Motel, and that's where they met this lady by the name of Georgia Powers. Miss Powers was the first black woman elected to the Kentucky Senate. She admits to it that she and King got down that night at Lorraine Motel.
Told you that nigga didn't cheat on Coretta many, many times. See, everybody would just use that one black woman. Well, shit, what about Gail and the homegirl, Claudia, the dyke bitch, or the bisexual one that was getting beat up by her reverend boyfriend? What about that motherfucking story? Clara, whatever the fuck you call it. It's like, hey, this nigga is getting around, G. Like, and remember, he just slept with a different bitch before he linked up with the black bitch after Lorraine go down.
Well, King had a girlfriend by the name of Dorothy Cotton. They called her his second wife.
Look, another one.
And Ralph didn't call her name in the book, but it was affirmed later on.
Nigga, that's like 5 bitches. If you count Coretta, prostitute, that other bitch he left with before he went to the Lorraine Hotel, slept with the black woman that was running some type of council in Kentucky or whatever the hell he said. Then he had his second wife. Then you got Coretta. It's like, that's 5 bitches.
Another magazine. This young black man interviewed Dorothy Cotton, and she admitted that she was the King's girlfriend and that she was the woman that Dr. King beat up that night at Lorraine Motel. So Ralph said that Dorothy Cotton, well, he said, Ralph didn't say it, but Ralph said that the woman who was...
Hold up.
Well, King had a girlfriend. He admits to it that she and King...
What's her name?
Black woman elected to the Kentucky Senate. They met this lady by the name of Georgia Powers. Miss Powers was the first black woman elected to the Kentucky Senate.
Different. Look, that's like...
She admits to it that she and King got down that night at Lorraine Motel.
Hold on.
Well, King had a girlfriend by the name of Dorothy Cotton. They called her his second wife.
Okay, that's
and Ralph didn't call her name in the book, but it was affirmed later on in another magazine. This young black man interviewed Dorothy Cotton, and she admitted that she was the King's girlfriend and that she was the woman that Dr. King beat up that night at Lorraine Motel. So Ralph said that Dorothy Cotton, well, he said, Ralph didn't say it, but Ralph said that the woman who was Dorothy Cotton was angry because she found out about King's shenanigans that night. She confronted King on it, and that King basically beat the hell out of her that night in the Lorraine Motel. Just whooped her.
I told you that's none of your business. To the mountaintop. King out here cheating, fucking prostitutes, beating up niggas. That's why he's the original Diddy. He's the original Diddy before Diddy. He was the OG diddler, the original diddler. He just had a Bible in his hand.
She left and drove back to Atlanta. And then she heard that he was assassinated. What's my point here? Well, from what Ralph said, King beat up Dorothy Cotton like P did it, beat up Cassie at the hotel. Now I'm looking at all this, and all of this is basically documented, and King has got a monument and a holiday, but they locked Diddy up.
See, OG is just trying to look, he not vouching for Diddy. He's really not. He's saying this government is funny. It's like, y'all put up statues for Martin Luther King Jr. and he beat up women and was cheating, having freak on parties, all type of shit. Doing the same thing. Y'all give him a monument and stuff. You lock Diddy up. Of course, different atmosphere, Reverend agenda for a fucking communist Marxist ideology to spread through the fucking nation. It's like different elements, but he makes a good point though. Like, yeah, that's weird. Y'all gonna lock up Diddy, but made a statue for Martin Luther King Jr.
So I'm trying to figure out if King got a monument and a holiday, why they give Diddy a monument and a holiday? It makes sense. It measures out. It balances, right? Well, if Diddy don't get a monument and a holiday, why should King have one? They did the same thing. Whooping women, orgies, alcohol, fighting, all kind of ignorant stuff. Hell, I believe that Diddy might be Dr. King's outside child or something. They so much alike.
Damn.
But people,
yeah, I gotta go to his page, bro. He raw though. He don't cuss, but he's super raw though. And he always stays suited and booted. He always got a suit on and stuff. But yo, he just spit. He's like your uncle. You know what I'm saying? Look, I told y'all about that ignorance.
I'm going to try to explain away the crimes of this man. So people ask the question, well, Vince Elder, how come you believe the FBI? The FBI hate Dr. King, they hate black people, and Jay go,
dog. Okay, I had to. Shit, I should give him one, but no, I had to. Okay. So this is where it's about to get real serious, right? This is where y'all need to put your fucking big ear and your big thinking hats on. You really do, because he about to show you something. Excuse me. And everybody can peep game on this one. Everybody can really peep this one. I'm not saying this is just for black people. This is for anybody who's like homebred American. You know what I'm saying? It would affect you the most. It's not going to affect the newcomers and stuff, but anybody who's like 7, 8 generations deep here, this is like, this going kind of grind your gears, because it's like you're going to realize just as it is today, it's always been the same fucking dork out there messing it up for everybody. For real, like feeling sympathy for the criminal, letting people just do dumb stuff or just say stupid stuff, not being proud of hard work. It's like, watch what he shows you. He gonna put the whole thing together, and it's like we didn't even know about certain things that they was doing. But once you find out that the thing don't drop until this happens, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, this is some weirdo stuff right here. Why?
Hoover short up hated black people. I'm gonna tell you why. I hate black people, and J. Edgar Hoover short up hated black people. I'm gonna tell you why. I don't believe that. The left hates J. Edgar Hoover because J. Edgar Hoover put a lot of their affiliates in jail. And he destroyed the Communist Party in the United States of America and all these leftists that belong to it. And they hate him. In order to rehabilitate themselves and rehabilitate people like the Black Panthers and SELC and all of that, they got to turn out.
Are you hearing him? He just told you something. He just told you something. Now, I've already made my video about the Communist Party and the blacks that got killed on the train. I've already done that. He just told you that the Communist Party had to reinvent itself. And what is one of the groups that it created? He said the Black Panther Party. Now you wonder why that weirdo Songbird was out there like that, talking about, well, this is what the elders said, the founders of it, and they was with everybody. Why you think he talking like that? Why would Huey P. Newton be inviting gays to the liberation marches? Why? And then you wonder why they say Angela Davis was gay. Tupac mama had a lesbian encounter. You wonder why. Well, where did it come from? The Communist Party. It's literally an offshoot of something that was disbanded by J. Edgar Hoover. That's why he said the left hates him. They do. They talk big stuff about the FBI. I don't never hear them backing up. Nobody backs up there. But they do be talking foul about the FBI. And okay, well, now you know why. He the reason they got knocked off. But what did they come back as? They came back as some UL something. And he said the Black Panther Party. Ain't that interesting?
Hoover.
You know it's true because they out there protesting with ICE. The real ones ain't, but they was able to perpetrate the fraud through that situation because it's all left-leaning.
But here's the thing, y'all. They said what Hoover did was wrong and illegal. Nobody's going to jail for it. Nobody. And all the stuff that Hoover had on King, you know, it did not get out. He never released it. Well, Hoover tried to release it, but wouldn't nobody print it. Man, are you crazy? You trying to tell me that Hoover was going to have all kind of sex tapes and stuff on King, and that he couldn't take that stuff down to a newspaper in Birmingham, Alabama, and tell them to print it? Man,
Factors. We seen Mississippi burning. That nigger King causing up trouble. So you telling me if J. Edgar Hoover really wanted to knock off Martin Luther King, because people keep saying that, oh, he was watched by the FBI. If Hoover had all this dirt on this nigga, why did he never drop it? We're about to get into who drops it, but it's like, why did he never drop it? Why does he drop dead and it never comes out? Because clearly he wasn't against Martin Luther King. He's obviously with the parties and the fucking the porn and the freak offs too. Clearly, because he could have threw this dirt out a long time ago, you would have been defamed. But he didn't. But who did?
Ain't it King in Birmingham? You don't think the newspaper in Jackson, Mississippi would have printed it?
Hell yeah.
Would have been glad to print it. Happy. Put it on the front page. Put it on a billboard. Wasn't trying to take King out there, protecting King. Hell, he's in the White House more than the First Lady. This is a myth. That Hoover tried to get this stuff printed and nobody would print it. Nobody would print it. You don't think they would have printed it in a newspaper in Georgia?
Facts.
Or Tennessee?
Facts.
Now you got to be out of your mind. You live in a fairy world. That stuff didn't get out till Hoover died. And I'm going to tell you how it got out. Yeah. It was the night of the Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali fight. Fight of the century. Everybody in the world was watching that fight. And these bunch of liberals broke into FBI headquarters in Media, Pennsylvania. And when they broke into the headquarters, they got the COINTELPRO files. Nobody ever heard of COINTELPRO. It was a counterintelligence against all the black crazy militants back in those days. And in it, they found all this FBI stuff on King. And these idiots were the ones that took it to the Washington Post and the New York Times. They released it. Wasn't Hoover? Wasn't it?
Now, why the fuck would it be some lefties that go into this building, get this information, and what did he say? He said they gave it to the New York Times and the Washington Post, two left fucking leaning companies. Okay. Why did Hoover never drop it? And what is he talking about? If y'all should know this. Y'all should know American history. He's talking about Watergate. That's what he's talking about. But from there, that knocked Nixon off, even though he actually kind of helped black people out a little bit. Like Nixon actually did some good things for black people. Just look it up. Just look up the history. So it's weird that every time, the people that are hooking up black people, they always get fandangled for some reason, even if they're white. Even if the whole Nixon thing, the Watergate. Bro, the lefties fucked up. They broke in some shit. First of all, you all just did some illegal shit, but you know who that is, though. You know who broke in that motherfucker? It's the hippies. It's fucking Archie Bunker's stepson and shit. The loser motherfucker. Peace, no war. No war, just peace. Oh, yes, peace. And it's like, well, wait a minute, dog. You don't want to get a job. You want to rebel against the government. You don't want to pick up a gun and fight and protect the land. You just out here running your mouth like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of females went with that type of life. And you see them to this day. I just want to live. Just want to live the energy. I should feel the vibe. Oh. And it's like, you're not producing anything. You're fucking like a nothing. You know what I'm saying? Those are the type losers that broke into that fucking federal building in Pennsylvania. It was them. Those who looked at, yeah, fuck the government, yeah. Probably some little loser ass fucking well-off fucking rich kids that just are fucking losers. It's like your dad's just like, you're a fucking loser. And I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of them don't like Trump, because his dad actually gave him some bread and he actually took off with it. And they're like, oh, but he's been bankrupt so many times, but you've never seen him broke. What are you talking about? He's been bankrupt. That don't mean nothing. Trump's bankrupt will never be your type bankrupt. First of all, there's multiple different type bankrupts. I mean, don't know that because they don't deal with money. But Trump's broke is not your broke. You know what I'm saying? It's just like Dame Dash broke. It's not your broke. Dame Dash broke is still in Miami somewhere in a nice fucking, background and shit, chilling and being able to do interviews. That's his broke. Your broke is, nigga, there's no money in the bank. I might have to go with a check loan in place. If that broke. I'm saying that because, these losers don't know about business. And when you put it in full circle, that's why you can give them Hollywood, you can give them Wall Street, you can give them model fucking agencies, you can give them rappers, you can give them fucking movies, you can give them anything that you want, and they still will be broke, begging the fucking Federal Reserve for more goddamn money. And that's what we see. We see billions gone in all these Democrat places. We see homos up the yin yang, transformers, robots in disguise. We see everything that they want to promote dead fucking broke, begging the Federal Reserve, begging the taxpayer. Oh, we need money, we need to bail out because your ideas don't work because you're stupid. Okay, that was the lefty knuckleheads that broke in the fucking building. We've been fucked up ever since. They got us looking at Nixon way different. Like, he was a crook. No, the fuck he wasn't. Y'all the motherfuckers who broke in something. He never even touched the records. You act like he wasn't just voted in the presidency. God, Larry Hoover is J. Edgar Hoover is way before fucking Nixon. So it's like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? If he didn't release the files back in the days, how you gonna blame it on Nixon, new to the plate? Nigga, I wasn't there in the 50s. I got nothing to do with these fucking files. I wasn't part of this shit. It's like, no, we're gonna blame you. And blame just like the Epstein shit. This motherfucker Barack had this shit for 8 years solid. 8 years solid. Fucking by the time George Bush is on his way out the door, shit, he had it for 2 summers. Nobody fucked with it, but he's on his way out the door, so I get it. He doesn't get it. Barack, cold case. Don't even touch it. And then you wonder why all that Pizzagate shit was wrapped around Obama. Nigga, you're letting this dude leave on the weekends and fly his private jet around to handle business. Hold up, nigga. He's arrested. He's a prisoner. Y'all don't never look that up. Y'all don't see. I'm gonna let him finish, but y'all don't never look that up. Y'all don't never look up how when Obama was the president, he allowed Jeffrey Epstein to take his, business affairs outside of the prison. He let him handle them like 2 days out the week, every week. People still showing pictures of this fool. He let his daughter be an intern by herself for a whole year with Harvey Weinstein. And you wonder why she changed her last name. She don't even want to be an Obama. I wonder why. Motherfucker is like, but I'm the one tripping. I don't make no sense. The kids don't even be around him niggas. The only people you ever see taking pictures with him is Michelle. And she was almost done fucking with him. Big Mike was almost done fucking with Obama. Everybody seen that shit in the tabloids in the streets. Oh, it might be it. I think the Obamas are breaking up. Oh, God. And it's like, the Obamas ain't nothing but a fucking mutant freak factory anyway. I didn't believe that's a real family. I think that shit is artificially created. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even there. Blaming their fucking kids. The tall one that they sold to fucking Harvey Weinstein for a year, maybe that is his real kid, because why the fuck did you do that? But sacrifice.
FBI, it was them. It was a bunch of stupid liberals.
Mm-hmm.
They broke into the FBI headquarters March 8th, 1971 in Media, Pennsylvania, and stole the FBI documents and turned them over to the New York Times and the Washington Post. And then all the King's mess came out because of the liberals.
Mm-hmm. But they love black people so much. Hold up. J. Edgar Hoover is a fucking kid from Kid and Play. I'm not gonna lie, I already know he is. He's not a mulatto, but he was a very, very, very fair-skinned black man. That if you look at him in his younger heydays, you can see the brother in his face. You can see the curls in his hair, like you can see it. But then the older he got, I believe it was makeup. I believe they used makeup and dolled his face up and shit and made him look like a white person because he's like a mulatto. He's mixed. He got ran out of his own original town because they were trying to play off like they were white people. Somebody found out, y'all ain't no white people. Y'all just some light-skinned niggas. The fuck out of here, boy. It's like, excuse me. So they had to leave town. That's why he went up north. Because he's from the South. He went up north, came the head of the FBI, and the rest of history. But why didn't he let it out? Why didn't he let it out? He was so, bad against, he hates black, revolutionary groups, which I understand, what I'm saying. If you don't have any construction and you're just about dysfunction, I wouldn't like your ass neither. So I totally understand why a lot of those radical groups got shot down, locked the fuck up, because they weren't about nothing. You can keep bragging about the Black Panthers feeding kids and shit, and where the fuck were their bitch ass parents? Why the fuck weren't they getting fed by them? How the fuck do you got innocent children with no elders and they can't eat? What the fuck is their parents eating? See, people never ask these type questions. It's like, oh, it's just helping people in the ghetto. They can't eat, trying to survive. Where the fuck are their parents? Strung out on drugs. So why aren't y'all checking the drug dealer who keeps bringing drugs around these people to get high and not take care of their kids? Why are we not doing solution-based thinking? Why are we just, everybody living their own life? We're a community, jackass. We're a community, dog. You're bringing down the property value, dog. They're going to fix it up, raise the price. We're not going to be able to afford it. They're going to kick us out, or y'all going to suck the titty of Mr. Government. And now they all in your house. You got to hide your iron, and you can't have a boyfriend and all that type of weird shit. And when you don't have a boyfriend, there's no man around to guide the kids the right way. So now you have kids having unprotected sex. The little boy making babies, the girl getting pregnant, all types of shit going down. People fighting, getting drunk, stupid shit. It's a cycle. It's a cycle of madness grafted on to what we call, Aboriginal Black Americans, the originators. Let's call it what it is. They keep trying to attach us to this sin that really ain't got nothing to do with us, because that's not even why they really like us. People don't like black people for crime. People like black people for fucking action. They jump so fucking high. They rush. They doing all different types of stuff. They make music. They make beats. It's like, that's why people like black people. People don't like black people because they hit them upside the head. Who the fuck like black people because of that? Yeah, I love getting robbed by a black man. Yeah, I love it. Love it when he pistol whips the shit out of me, man. Snatches my hundreds. Fucking everything. No. So I'm saying that, like, look, it's them dodo bird lefties, man. It's the leftoids, man. That's why I said they're the ones out there marching the streets, arguing against their own defense. And I'm like, well, shit, can we trade? Fuck it. I'll take some of these illegal immigrants for to cash out some of these dumbass white lefties. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You can take purple head, orange head, fucking dick chopper, fucking, you can take all these weirdo. Hell yeah. Can we make a trade? Can we make a trade? I will do that in a heartbeat. But I'm gonna teach y'all English because look, I'm tired of having confusion over number 5. This should be easy to do. Cinco, Holmes. It should be easy to do. But let's keep going, man.
Also, they had this group called the Revolutionary Action Movement, RAM. Maxwell Stanford was over it. These cats were from up north, and they hated the civil rights movement. Their plan was to go and kill all of them. King, Whitney Young, all the guy with the NAACP, Roy Wilkins. Yeah, they're going to kill him. They had set up the plan and everything. But guess what happened, y'all? J. Edgar Hoover had infiltrated RAM.
Why? J. Edgar Hoover, he hates Martin Luther King. Oh, the government assassination. Martin Luther King was assassinated. First of all, I'm gonna have to run that. I'm sorry. Martin Luther King is starting to look like some Pac and Biggie shit. No, that nigga wasn't assassinated. That nigga was shot. Motherfuckers like, well, why would you say that about him? Nigga, he's doing hella orgies and hella weird shit. He's talking to niggas he shouldn't be talking to. He's doing deals with motherfuckers, bringing us into a burning motherfucking house. Got our kids getting dog bites on the breath by police dogs. Got the hose on them. Motherfuckers throwing rocks and shit. Nigga. Who is this sick motherfucker? Like, who is it? This nigga is the fucking 1960s Tupac. Like, because he led them motherfuckers to death. It's like, where the fuck did you go? Nowhere. Nowhere. You just did his little freak orgy scene that he was trying to do. It's like, that's all Martin Luther King wanted to do. It was like a big-ass swirl party. Real shit. Bottom line, civil rights equated to a big-ass swirl party. These motherfuckers just want to sit by next to these motherfuckers. Why? Because he want to sleep with they fucking women. He in there stalking and shit. I should be allowed to sit next to you and sip tea and look at Becky. Ooh, sweet Becky. That's what it seemed like. It's like, that's what it seemed like. I think I brought my people to a burning bill. What you thought? What you thought, nigga? You was about to be in the land of fucking honey and oats, nigga? You thought they was really about to just bless you? Oh, here, you can have all the white monkey you want. This nigga's an idiot. Motherfucker clapped him over right in the head. And like, oh, Jesse was dirty. Of course Jesse was dirty. Jesse got 2 different shirts on. First of all, motherfucker Smithsonian proved that one. And then who wiped the blood on their shirt? And then who called the nigga out to the balcony to talk? It's like, of course. That's what I'm saying. Oh, he got assassinated. No, that nigga got shot. That motherfucker was doomsday from the jump. He did too much. You doing way too much, and where you was going with the shit, they just wanted the niggers to vote Democrat for 200 years. That was it. They didn't want to give y'all no rights and nothing. That's why they whacked you. They whacked JFK because, he was in the junior JFK. It's like they whacked him too. Malcolm got whacked not because of no fucking government. Malcolm got whacked because Malcolm had no way out. Malcolm fucked up. Not in a bad way. It's just who he was connected with and what wisdom he ended up running into. It's like, that's what fucked him up. He had nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? He tried to do the liberation thing at the end where, you know, anybody can get involved, but it's like, you ain't got no protection, bro. You can't go to the Christianity side. The scholars ain't fucking with you. You too raw. You're too much for what we call the American Negro. You're too much for them. We can't allow that, Malcolm. You have to lead them straight. We don't give, you know what I'm saying, blacks the platform to that degree to help their people. We don't do that, you know, and that's why they didn't help him. And that's why he got snuffed out by the ex-clique that he was fucking with. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, he had no way out, which is sad because, like, Malcolm X has the saddest story because he had the most game. But it's like, he had no way out. This nigga had no way out because that's where he was leading us. It's like, that's the thing. Martin is the sacrificial lamb kind of. It's like, nigga, what you thought? They was going to cash out on all these nigga votes. And you was just going to live it up into the sunset? Yeah, right. They wouldn't even want you to be able to speak that shit. So they whacked your ass, but they hid your record, though. See? That's the thing. That's what he's saying. And this, he like, nigga, why didn't Hoover drop that shit? He could have been released that information. The information don't get released until 71. Hoover's already dead. Martin's already dead. Why would this get dropped? Because them lefties ran in there and dropped that shit. They the ones who put this shit out there. So what I'm saying, he's the same motherfuckers preaching for Martin Luther King every fucking day. Oh, we got to celebrate the holiday. And, oh, Trump's trying to take over the holiday. It's like, well, wait a minute. Y'all the ones who put out this smut on this nigga. It could have been dead forever. Nobody would have ever opened it up. Like, nobody would have ever even opened it up. And then now Trump fully releases them so anybody can look at it. And then, okay, you can see the same shit that the fucking lefties let loose on Watergate, the whole COINTELPRO thing. Who was nut hugging that? Who was nut hugging the fuck after that? Long after it had already been over. Them RBG niggas. The revolutionary niggas that came later, they hugged on that information. Oh, the COINTELPRO. Bro, you got that shit from some lefties. They never even wanted to put it out. And when you talking about a black messiah, hold up. They already snuffed Malcolm. Malcolm was the Messiah. That's the point of this video. That's what we're getting to. We're getting to there in a minute. Yeah.
And found out they was gonna kill all these guys. And what did Hoover do? He put a stop to it.
Ran.
He arrested most of them. The rest of them ran out of the country and went into exile. And if he had hated the civil rights movement and hated black people, what would Hoover have done?
Facts.
Hoover would have simply let Ram go in and kill all these black folks. Then he would have arrested Ram and said, look at this right here. Black folks killing black folks. Ain't this a shame?
Right. They can't have nothing. And it would have been perfect. That would have been a perfect ending for a real racist, for a real, Grand Wizard. Oh, that would have been perfect. They said that already. The can has already sent out memos to the Crips and Bloods. Thank you, niggers, for killing each other. Now we don't have to do it. Okay. Why wouldn't Hoover do the same move? Why wouldn't he be like, well, fuck it. These Ram niggas don't like them niggas, and I don't like them civil rights niggas. Let them kill them, and then we'll just arrest them, and we got two niggas with one stone. That sounds perfect. Why wouldn't he have done it?
And he could have just let it all happen, covered it up, would have been nothing. Instead, Hoover stops it. Now, if he hated the civil rights movement and he hated King and he hated Roy Wilkins and he hated Whitney Young, why wouldn't he have allowed that to just go down? See what happens when you use just a little bit of logic. King was protected. King was a company man. They kept all this stuff silent. And when you go to King's monument, you check it out and look at it. You'll see that him being a reverend, there's nowhere on it. You'll see that him being over the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, there's nowhere on it. Why? Because Christian is in it. You'll see that even though he claimed to be a preacher, God is not mentioned anywhere on the monument.
Now, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. You can finish watching, his video on his page. But hold up, because this shit is crazy. This shit is. I mean, how low can you go? That's all I'm saying. How low can you go? Because this shit is fucking terrible, yo. We're not doing that Pac shit. We're not doing that. This shit is oh yeah, hold on. Here we go. Hold up. I gotta move to something completely different, but I got you. Hold on. So, all together, the government is hiding information. We know that. Everybody ain't clean. We know that. Like, nobody is gonna sit here and play stupid and be like, oh, nah, we didn't know they were doing stuff. Nah, we ain't saying that. What I'm saying is what way we went wrong. Because I don't want to be on a conspiracy trip. Everything's about learning. Where we went wrong was up. Like shit. Like, why the hell did we do that? Like, why the fuck did we do that shit? First, no, we're not gonna. We're gonna go backwards. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. We ain't gonna do the grand. We're gonna say that for the end. Hold on. There it is. All right, look at this. Okay, first time we messed up was going with fucking Martin, yo. Like, damn, dog. The burning building is ridiculous when you really think about it, because after civil rights, all the businesses go away. It's like right after Sidney Poitier, you have, yo, what up, Jive Sucker? Jive. And it's like you were just doing monumental, like, scenes. You were becoming a doctor, an agent, you know what I'm saying? A cop, like stuff that they would never allow, Black American to be. You go from that right to blaxploitation. Why? Because of this burning house that you brought yourself in. See, there was only twos and fews people that was, our people in Hollywood and stuff like that. We really weren't doing that. It was a white person thing. Who was trying to break into Hollywood? Who wanted to live the illusions? People that weren't out there moving with their hands. Now, there's nothing wrong with the liberal arts. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is those people were willing to take anything, any type of job they can get. That's where the buffoonery and the coonery comes in. And when you're mimicking the stage, because you're not choosing the characters that these people portray. Yeah, the white guy is knight in shining armor, and he's, the captain of the football team that wins the game, and the secret agent that gets, the top assignments and stuff like that. Here you go, you Superfly. You the Mac. And they're like, oh no, these are just things that people see around them. So why weren't white people making movies about child molesting? That was stuff that was happening around them. What about spousal abuse? And nobody can lie. White dude was slapping the shit out of women all through the early black and whites. Beating the shit out of women. I told you that, Susan. Watch your lip there, hey? All types of cricket stuff. So you get into that. The main thing they put you in is a bunch of degradation to yourself. That's the Martin Luther King thing. That's, we down. We want to, dance in this burning building. Now, our brother Malcolm, who we should have went with, told us about who white liberals were. He gave us the science way back then. Same thing that our brother Ellison was just talking about. These wacky ass liberals. Okay, who broke in the building in 71? These wacky ass liberals. So you got Malcolm X telling you about the liberals back in the 60s. You got brother Ellison telling us about what they did in the 70s. You see their weird, wacky ass in the streets right now. You say to yourself, why wouldn't Alex Haley tell us that Malcolm X voted for Goldwater in the autobiography? Why didn't he put that in the book? Why did they put that in the movie? Spike Lee, bitch ass nigga. That's another mother. Why didn't you put that in the movie? Why didn't you tell us that when it was against Lyndon B. Johnson, there was a brother that was speaking real strong and had a lot of knowledge and told us to go a different route? Why? Why would Alex Haley not put that in the book? I don't know. Maybe because his interview that he did with Martin Luther King was in the fucking Playboy magazine. So, hold up. We just heard all the dirt about Martin Luther King. Okay, why would he do a interview with Alex Haley that appears in the Playboy Bunny magazine? Why? Now, think. Put your signs together. He's already lied to us about Roots. He's already claimed that was a family member, and it wasn't, and he lost that case, and he lost his money to the white guy who created the novel, The African. He doesn't tell us that Malcolm X votes for Goldwater. He doesn't even put it in the book. Okay, and then when he interviews Martin Luther Diddy King, it's for a Playboy magazine. We get knowledge through the host. Like, what was he doing? You know, the Playboy magazine back then didn't have no fucking sisters in it. It was all white women. So it's like, who is he trying to talk to? He's trying to talk to freaky ass white men. Remember Gail? Remember the prostitute? Yo, I didn't want to go even back to that, bro. Like, hell no, I'm not dealing with these niggas. It doesn't get any realer than what it is. This is the gist. This is the gist of it all. Hey, do you know that our battle has always been the brother on the left versus the brother on the right? Like, real shit, though. It's always been Booker T. Washington versus W.E.B. Du Bois. And it doesn't matter who's, from the north or from the south. That's not the point. The point of this is masonry. So, black people, the real reason y'all fucked up is because you chose to go with W.E.B. Du Bois. And a lot of people feel that, oh, well, because Booker T. Washington was a Mason. That's good. Because you know what else Booker T. Washington did? He built the HBCUs. Him and one other brother, they built those colleges. It's from his masonry hands that they're even there. Those colleges are huge. Nobody said that they're small colleges. They're big. Big as shit. So, why have no more infrastructure been done, but a bunch of lip service has been? Now, my job is a physical job. I do physical work. So, I'm not saying this like I just be out here on the computer just running my mouth. No. I get it in. I physically get it in. So I ain't tripping on me. What I'm saying to you is, because we went the W.E.B. Du Bois way, and we didn't stick with the, you cast your pail where you stand. It's like we didn't get to work. We let that go because of the whole masonry, and he's following the white man. But where is this dude getting his knowledge from? Where is W.E.B. Du Bois getting his wisdom from? What are you talking about? Get around white people do like, he just was throwing a book, and it was just genius. Just he was a little fucking infant, and he could fucking read it. It was incredible. Like, we had never seen nothing like this in our life. We had never seen a person. He was a newborn baby. So you arguing with him, Booker T, because you saying he going the way of the white man, but he's the one who built the fucking colleges. Y'all haven't built any colleges ever since you left that route. But we got a lot of boule parties. We got them gay little stick dances that we seen recently. Y'all niggas groping on each other, slow jams and shit. We got a lot of weird stuff. And when you peep W.E.B. Du Bois, a lot of weird stuff. But the other dude had everybody shook. They all scared of this man. Like, oh no, I was going. How you gonna hate Booker T. Washington? He built the damn university, bro. It's hand, brick by brick. He built this. You're walking around it, running your mouth. Which lane would you think we should have went? Just running your mouth to these white people, or building infrastructure for your own people? And then coming to them like, well, you see what we got. You know what I'm saying? I know you're trying to meet in the middle with some new business. You see how we doing over here. It's like, reparations is cute. It's cute. But as a grown-ass man, you sound like a bitch. Y'all know y'all can just put your hands together and get things done. It's very easy. Just got to grow up. Maybe y'all need a big beacon. I know you need your celebrities like know how to speak it. It's so weird because they're entertainers and they act and they rap and all that, but they don't know how to talk to people. They don't know how to really say it. Just get it out there. But whatever it is, what it is. If we would have went with Malcolm X, our knowledge would have been so sharp, we wouldn't have any problems with these lefty problems that people have. But we didn't listen. We did the Martin Luther King, and now we're trying to, I don't know. I honestly can't say. But I know with Malcolm X, we would have been more straight science with our wisdom, and we would have been more on our business, and we probably wouldn't have been selling anything from, royalties. We probably wouldn't be selling nothing. And the music would probably be a lot richer. It probably would sound a lot better because we would be around our own substance. We wouldn't have to dumb it down or water it down or mess up the message because somebody's telling us what's hot and they're not even in the streets. Like, they're telling us what's hot in the streets. Nigga, you're not on the street, motherfucker. You'd be terrified to come out here. Break one of your little glass slippers, your whole ass motherfucker. It's like, no. This is what you got to do. You got to sag your pants more. You got to sag your pants more. You got to shoot more niggas. You got to stack more cash. Get it. Pimp those hoes. It's like, anybody ever seen Hollywood Shuffle? It's not black enough. You gotta jive. You gotta walk black. White dude. Like, what? All I'm saying is we've had the knowledge. The knowledge has been around long enough. We need to get back to that Booker T. Washington. We need to build. We need to build again. And it's like, I think it's time for that. Y'all gotta stop being afraid. I'm talking about OG Masons, not these motherfuckers of the day. I'm not talking about all that weirdo shit. No. I'm talking about ones that really built something. It's like, it's there. And it's still there. It's like, yo, fucking elements ain't knocked this thing down yet. Chief, like, yo, it's still there. It's still there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll do a video just Booker T alone. You know what I'm saying? For Black History Month. Like, yo, y'all better respect the names, man. It's not just a horse on fucking Rosewood over here. Yo, you better respect the fucking name, man. Like, what? Dude built the schools. People like, nah, we ain't go his way. He didn't know what he was talking about. Dog, he built the fucking schools. What do you mean you know what he was talking about? No, you don't know what you're talking about. It's like W.E.B. Du Bois ain't known to put his hands to nothing. No. I heard he was like a low-key, kind of gay. Like, nigga, I don't know. I wasn't there, but I know the other brother was building things. And like, we need to get back to that energy, just like Malcolm X. Yo, the brother was building things that were tangible, things that made sense and still does today. You can't remember nothing that Martin said except, judge book by his character. Okay, nigga, that should be common fucking sense. You've been around them races too much, motherfucker. They the ones who didn't get that shit. Of course. Somebody's decent to you, be decent back. Duh. Didn't Jesus say that? The golden rule is like, bro, this is old. What are you talking about? Malcolm X, no. A lot of people like to take the racist and NOI, Malcolm X. No. Take the knowledgeable Malcolm X. Take the Malcolm X that was talking about business and what people was doing and how they was playing people and trying to act like, oh, no, these are your representatives. And you're like, nah, bro, these people don't represent us at all. They shouldn't even be talking about these type of affairs. It's like, yo, dance. Get on stage and dance. Don't be trying to teach nothing. No. MCs used to do that. MCs used to be, the spitters. They used to tell some real stuff, but I don't know what happened. Oh, the industry. Forgot. Whatever. Yo, you tell me what you think. You gonna give it just a whatever? You gonna let old Martin Luther King Diddy ass, you know what I'm saying, the civil rights Diddy, like real shit. Nigga sounds like a handful. Fucking horrible. But you gonna let this shit go? Or you gonna just, thank Trump and go check the files out yourself and read it for yourself. You didn't even remember that, did you? You let out the JFK and the MLKs. You know what I'm saying? Go look it up yourself. I'm just saying the nigga scandalous. I can't believe this shit. But I'm out. Go.